dive into the classic Sega Genesis RPG Sword of Vermillion. This game melds immersive storytelling with a unique blend of gameplay styles. Join us as we revisit the journey of Eric, a young hero on a quest for justice and truth, in a world filled with danger and mystery. Sword of Vermillion stands out with its hybrid gameplay, combining elements of action, adventure, and role-playing. The game alternates between different perspectives, an overhead view for town exploration and a first-person perspective for dungeon crawling, adding variety to the gameplay experience. In towns, players interact with NPCs, gather information, buy equipment, and rest, much like traditional RPGs. Dungeons, however, shift to a first-person view, creating a sense of immersion and tension as players navigate mazes and encounter enemies. Combat in Sword of Vermillion is real-time and occurs in a separate battle screen. Eric can attack, defend, and use magic and items against various foes. Strategic use of equipment and spells is key to overcoming tougher enemies and bosses. An interesting aspect of the game is the lack of a traditional experience point system. Instead, Eric's abilities improve directly through combat, encouraging players to engage with enemies rather than avoid them. Sword of Vermillion's gameplay is a unique amalgamation of RPG elements, with each aspect contributing to the overall narrative and challenge of Eric's quest. This blend of exploration, puzzle solving, and real-time combat makes for an engaging and dynamic RPG experience. Developed by Sega AM2 and released in 1989, Sword of Vermillion was one of the early RPGs for the Sega Genesis. Directed by Yu Suzuki, known for his work on the Shenmue series, the game was an ambitious project aimed at showcasing the Genesis's capabilities. The developers aimed to create an RPG that was distinct from its contemporaries. This led to the game's unique blend of gameplay styles, combining first-person dungeon exploration with an overhead view for towns and a side view for combat. This approach was designed to immerse players in Eric's world from multiple perspectives. Graphically, Sword of Vermillion was a showcase for the Genesis, with detailed sprites, diverse environments, and fluid animations. The game's artistic direction aimed to create a rich and believable fantasy world, from bustling towns to eerie dungeons. Sword of Vermillion was also notable for its soundtrack, composed by Hiroshi Kawaguchi. The music added depth to the game's atmosphere, enhancing the sense of adventure and peril in Eric's journey. The development of Sword of Vermillion reflected Sega's commitment to pushing the boundaries of what RPGs could be, blending various gameplay elements to create a unique and memorable experience. The soundtrack of Sword of Vermillion, composed by Hiroshi Kawaguchi, is a key component of the game's immersive experience. The music captures the epic scope of Eric's quest, with grand, sweeping compositions that accompany him through battles and exploration. Each area in the game has its distinct musical theme, enhancing the atmosphere and setting the mood for Eric's adventures. From the lively tunes of town areas to the ominous melodies of dungeons, the soundtrack complements the diverse environments and gameplay elements. Sound effects in Sword of Vermillion are also noteworthy. The clang of swords, the roar of monsters, and the casting of spells contribute to a vibrant and dynamic soundscape. These sound effects, combined with the music, create a cohesive and immersive audio experience that enhances the overall feel of the game. The audio in Sword of Vermillion plays a significant role in drawing players into its world. The soundtrack has been praised for its memorable melodies and the way it enhances the narrative and gameplay, contributing to the game's lasting appeal and legacy. For those who played Sword of Vermillion during its initial release, the game evokes a strong sense of nostalgia for the early days of console RPGs. It's remembered for its ambitious fusion of gameplay styles and its role in defining the RPG genre on the Sega Genesis. The nostalgia for Sword of Vermillion is tied to its engaging story and the sense of adventure it conveyed. Players fondly recall the thrill of exploring its vast world, the satisfaction of solving puzzles in its dungeons, and the intensity of its real-time combat. Revisiting Sword of Vermillion today brings back memories of a time when RPGs were exploring new ways to immerse players in their worlds. For many, the game represents a key part of their gaming history, remembered for its innovation, challenging gameplay, and the sense of accomplishment that came with advancing through Eric's epic journey. Sword of Vermillion is filled with secrets and hidden elements that add to its depth and allure. The game encourages exploration, with secret items and hidden passages scattered throughout its world. These hidden elements often require careful observation or solving complex puzzles, rewarding players for their diligence and curiosity. One notable secret is the various hidden weapons and armor that can significantly aid in Eric's journey. These items are often tucked away in remote areas or require specific actions to uncover, providing an incentive for thorough exploration. The game also includes subtle nods to other Sega titles and genres, serving as Easter eggs for players familiar with the company's other works. These references, while not central to the game's plot, add a layer of fun and connectivity to the broader Sega universe. Sword of Vermillion's secrets and Easter eggs contribute to its lasting appeal. They encourage players to explore every corner of the game's world and engage deeply with its mechanics. These hidden details reflect the developer's creativity and attention to detail, enhancing the overall experience and inviting players to uncover all the surprises Eric's world has to offer. Sword of Vermillion holds a special place in the history of RPGs on the Sega Genesis, known for its innovative blend of gameplay styles and its contribution to the genre. While it may not have achieved the widespread acclaim of some RPG giants, it has garnered a dedicated fan base for its unique approach and immersive world. The game's legacy lies in its ambitious fusion of action, adventure, and role-playing elements, setting a precedent for future RPGs. Its combination of first-person dungeon crawling, overhead exploration, and real-time combat was novel for its time and demonstrated the potential for hybrid gameplay in RPGs. Despite its cult status, Sword of Vermillion has not seen a remake or a direct sequel. However, its influence is evident in later RPGs that experiment with blending various gameplay styles. The game is often cited in discussions about underrated classics, and there's interest among fans in seeing a modern reinterpretation that captures the original's spirit and innovation. Sword of Vermillion's enduring appeal lies in its unique gameplay, engaging storyline, and the sense of adventure it evokes. It remains a beloved title among RPG enthusiasts, a testament to its creativity and the lasting impact it has had on the genre. Sword of Vermillion is remembered with fondness and admiration by those who experienced it. It's praised for its innovative gameplay, engaging story, and role in pioneering RPGs on the Sega Genesis. While not as widely recognized as some of its contemporaries, it's appreciated for its ambition and the unique experience it offers. The game is considered a hidden gem in the Genesis library, respected for its contribution to the genre and the distinctive adventure it presents. It continues to be a topic of interest among retro gaming enthusiasts, celebrated for its creativity and the memorable journey it provides. Sword of Vermillion is a distinctive and memorable RPG on the Sega Genesis. Its blend of various gameplay styles, combined with a captivating narrative, makes it a standout title of its era. A hidden classic, it continues to inspire and captivate players with its unique approach and adventure spirit. For adventures into the history of retro games, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We are uploading new videos regularly. So, until next time, keep grinding and exploring those retro classics.